Hello and welcome back to Controversial Minds, the online debate show where we discuss issues that are relevant to you. Today's topic is, are men threatened by independent women? Okay, so what do you guys think? Are men threatened by independent women? Or
first of all, what is an independent woman? Let's start. What would you say, as women, there's 3 women here, what would you class as an independent woman?
a woman that's independent?
No. There's loads of levels.
A woman that basically works, takes care of her own, looks after herself, pays the rent, pays the bills, has her own place, has her own car, like has any one of those things, and she does not rely on any man or father or anyone, brother or anyone to pay for it.
Okay.
But I would just like to say, within the independent, there's no problem getting help from family, or if you had a partner, I wouldn't see anything, helping each other. So even though you can be independent, you should still be able to help each other. Mm-hmm. So you're still an independent woman as such, an independent man, but you're coming together to be a unit. Yeah. But our problem is certain women out there that are just, landing on other people, government or men or whatever it might be.
Yeah, so they're the ones that are getting snapped up quick, whereas the woman that's out there really trying to bring herself to the table with the guy, because we know today it's like, 20th century, we can't afford for just the man to be working, or even just a woman, or if it is that way, like one will be doing the other one's job, even when kids come into play. But the fact of the matter is, it's just, women work so hard, and I work in an industry where I see women coming in much later to have babies, and that's more so because their careers, like they're career focused, and partly the reason being is because they didn't want to rely on a guy for these things, and yet they're not really getting rewarded in the same way that someone else might just flounder it upon, walk.
But then there you go, because you're not there. Where are you? Because I've been trying to find you, and you're not there. Like, everywhere I go, all I see is girls holding babies like it's a BB or like it's a trophy. Straight! Walking on the street like, well, go on, Stacey, like, where are we going today? Like, did you just Tashawn up? Like, Tashawn, then you got Kayla, and you got Shani.
It's just very
So you're
normal.
just limiting yourself?
Yeah, it's not even like limiting yourself. 75% of the time, everywhere I go, no matter who I meet, like, I'm not judging on one, you go out clubbing, you go out to a bar, no matter who you meet, you be like, how you doing? Nice to meet you, very, very. And then as soon as you ask them what they're up to and everything, they tell you like they got 5 kids or 2 kids, 3 kids. He's 15. Very, very, very. You're like, wow, that's not a kid. That's baggage.
You shouldn't be looking for women in rape, though. Yeah,
no, we're not looking at women in rape, but I'm saying in general. Go outside right now, talk to a young woman, talk to a woman in general, and say, hi, how you doing? Where, meet up with them, whatever. And I guarantee you, 75% of the time, she'll
we're trying to address the fact that, why?
So where do we go to find this woman? Then, like, what do I need to go to church?
Every time you meet a guy who's got at least 1 kid.
I feel if you want an independent woman, you need to understand that love takes chance, and you're never going to understand if you've got the right woman or the right guy if you don't take that chance.
I think women are better when they're respected. So this is the reason why the whole thing we said before about the hoes and whatever, the low down girls, the one with the baby man walking down the road, all the light show, that I can't respect that. So then therefore they get the names that they get. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like women should be respected properly. But for a woman to be respected properly, she has to be, oh my God, I'm kind of, what the hell's happened there? I just kind of left my head.
But also, those women that are up there and respected are also feared.
They're feared, but I feel that is you can just, if your woman is earning more money than you and she's more, your respect for her is more, innit? Like, yes, that's my woman. Do you know how much respect I've got for her? Oh my God, do you know how much she makes? I'm getting 35, but she's on 42 or 48. Handling herself, taking care of business, and she's not always leading.
Sometimes she can even say to you, babe, I've got
you. I've got I mean, that's like a switch in the Matrix.
What? But then are we then like taking the power away from the man?
No, of course not.
It's 2012.
You're living up to that because you're saying, of course not, because you want someone to treat you. But what I'm saying is, like, are we taking that away where the man feels like I've got this, like, you know, I'm the one in the lead.
Yeah,
no, but you still got to take that control.
Can I just
Yeah.
say from a woman's point of view, yeah, you lot, this is going to be a controversial comment. I personally, for me, I prefer a man to earn more money than me, because maybe I've got old-fashioned views, but I personally think a man should be a man. I'm very independent. I do usually earn more money than guys that I come across, but I do prefer a man to earn more money. I don't know, maybe it's an attractive thing, but I just prefer a man to be a man that can take care of his woman. Fair enough if it turns you
But it's going to have to be vice versa. If you're
But
going to say that,
together-
if you're going to say that, then I want my woman to be at yard, cooking. As soon as I get through the door, I want the bath run my back. Like, you know what? Like, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, it makes sense, innit? Like, you can't say that. You can't say I want a man to have this.
You didn't let me finish my comment.
But it's controversial. It's controversial.
Just for one
It's
moment.
controversial.
Like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, together, like, I reckon a woman should still be powerful, still earn her good money, and her go and find a good man and then be a powerful couple together.
This is it,
Get
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
But the problem is, these men, I don't know whether this whole Dixie thing is attractive, but these powerful women out there, they do seem to be, cool if you two guys don't agree with it, but these men just seem to be intimidated by it.
Yeah.
And they want to be going and looking for a woman that, I don't know if it's a
That's
psychological
vulnerable.
thing, but they seem to be finding it attractive when they have to look after the
Yeah.
woman. And because maybe it's an old school thing that goes
Maybe
back to our
it's-
roots, the man looks after his woman,
Yeah.
men are built to be stronger, men are the providers who bring home the bacon, and the women
And
the
those are the
children bearers.
ones that are going to
But
cheat.
They should be,
Yes.
do you get me, together.
Yeah,
No, but I also think at the same time, it's like when Charlotte
because it
was
just becomes like, oh
saying-
my god, just leave me alone. I need some time myself. Let me go check Stacey because my girl's pissing me off.
No,
Oh
yeah,
my
but-
god, she needs me so much. But when your woman's doesn't need you, you're like, God, I need to bloody step my game.
Yes.
I mean, money, yeah.
Yes.
I need to
There
be
you
on
go.
top because
Thank
if
you.
I lose her,
If
oh
I
my
don't,
God,
I will
mean,
lose
no,
her.
like I might
Yes.
choose the one, innit? Like all the girls I've
No,
had,
but
and
then
then
it's like,
We're going to cinema.
Guys, Jake is going to make a really
I think at the
comment
same
later on.
time,
I want
it
to
could also-
bounce.
It could also be down to what you're saying as well, because you just said your opinion then, which is your own opinion. You said, I preferably would like a guy who'd earn more money than me, because that's how you feel. And if you think of it in that respect, then maybe we're looking at it in that view, that men might think, I do like her and I would like to approach her, but she's just going to palm me off because I don't earn as much as her. And that I can understand why you might feel intimidated by that. But if each
But this
their
is
own,
it.
you
This
don't
is
know
it.
until you
But
like
guys-
make
That's
that
why I'm
approach,
aiming
that
really
chance.
high
But
for
this
the
is
great
why
guy.
this is
who's got
what
loads
this is
of
why
money.
guys will give you that approach, because you're gonna sit there and say I want a guy to earn more money than him, than you, yeah. And I say if he's a genuine nice guy, he's trying to do this thing, he's genuinely trying to do this thing, but he's on job seekers allowance.
No, that's-
Like, well then obviously he's not gonna get any airtime, but he's a genuine guy. 3 years time, he makes his
Doesn't-
business, he
yeah,
does his thing with
but it
himself.
doesn't
Now could you say?
necessarily-
No, wait. Now I'm
That's
saying,
not-
could you have missed out on a good guy there just because at first when you
How long
first
is
met
it?
him,
I
like.
believe you could.
What?
It doesn't-
You don't know. You don't know. I don't know.
doesn't
I don't know. It
necessarily
could have been
have
6
to be
months.
your job.
It could have been 7 years.
If it's been more
I
than
don't
6
know.
months, then it's not gonna run. Is it?
He might just
Wait,
be over the wall. Just let me get over
No,
the
but you're
wall,
missing the
babe.
point. You're missing the point. At the end of the day, I hear what you're saying, and I totally agree. No, I don't think you should submiss a man just because.
No,
he's
yeah,
on
no,
the
no,
thing.
no,
If
I
he's
don't.
got a plan, if you've got a plan in action,
it.
Then hey,
if you're giving,
I thought you meant to be empowering
No,
if you're
wait.
giving the girl the time, you might not be earning as much as her, but you might be like, oh babe, let me help out with this, or let me make you some dinner,
Yeah,
or let me
thank
do
you.
this.
We're talking
Aye.
And then fine, like that, to me,
But we're
that's,
talking about
that
the
was
guys that
earning.
Can I come back to my
I don't
point?
really
Can I just come back to my point?
Money's not a problem.
I know what I said, obviously, I say, yeah, I would prefer a guy to earn more money than me, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. To look after your woman, you don't need to be showering her with gifts and paying all this money and everything. You could be a good supportive man in many different ways.
Yeah.
That's just one aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, of course I've dated guys that earn less money than me. I've dated guys on job seeker allowance. It's not a big deal, but he needs to have his mind screwed on and be going in a direction, not, yeah, so what do you want to be doing with yourself in the next 5 years? Yeah, I'll be chilling in the studio and signing on and
wants to be
no,
around.
but it's 5 years time. You're going nowhere. You're not going to
Wow, this hit every man's back
No,
career.
no, and the thing is,
Every man's
it's
back
not-
Yeah, but no, sorry,
No.
when you meet these waste men, and that's what they are, they're
Yeah.
waste men, right? Let me finish my point, right? When you meet these waste men, because that's what they are, you ask them, what are you doing with yourself?
I'm a rapper.
Oh, I'm just working in the studio, you know. Ralph, you're not
You're not
talented.
working.
You've been doing this for 5 years. You are not
Wow.
like.
But hold on a minute.
No,
Hold on a
some
minute.
of them
Wow.
are. Don't get me wrong. Some of them
Wow.
are.
I've got to back up something
Wait,
and
let me finish.
Hold
Let
on.
me finish.
Hold on.
Because
She's not
there
saying
seems,
all of them.
let
She's
me
not saying all
start.
of them.
There are a lot of guys
saying all
out
of
there
it.
who
Yeah.
are not talented. Let's get this right,
She's not
yeah.
saying all,
And they're not
but there's a
really moving forward with nothing. They're not doing anything on the side. They're not got no job. The guys who are really gonna make it, they're gonna like obviously we know who they are. They're talented people we've seen come up along the way.
I understand that.
There are a lot of guys out there that just see,
But
yeah,
look at the
it's
image.
easy
Look
win,
at
let me
the,
make
but
some
look at the
money
image. Look at
and
the image
make
that's
some
being
music.
portrayed.
No.
You're saying, oh right, there's so many waste guys. We're talking about man, just a rapper in it. But who did you see in the movies? The girl's wind up her bum. You know the one there. So who's he? What's she? Is she independent? Is she independent? I don't know. She's getting paid. Yeah, she's getting paid. She's getting paid. So for that reason, she's cool. So if you fuck up with a girl and she says, I am one of those dancers for Channel AKA for a hood man, then it's blessed, yeah. I'm not gonna be waiting trying to do that. Come on, y'all. Behave yourself. Talk to the DJ.
One moment, she'll get paid for that one moment.
You not just went completely off track. That wasn't my point. I'm not saying that she's someone I want my daughter when I one day when I have kids, my daughter to be growing up and being some little video hoe. No, my point was there are some waste men out there who are pretending like, bruv, you're not.
I understand that.
Because most guys you meet nowadays, what are you doing? And they first of all they scratch their ear, and that's when you know it's coming. Yeah, man's just going to the studio and doing my music thing right now.
But then there's certain guys that you will meet that will blow you out the water. Now I tell you from now for free, innit? I'm fantastic. You won't find better. You won't find better. I will put it down. Listen, find a man better than me. Find him. Where is he? Where? Because myth. He's not there. It's a myth. Guys will cheat.
We're coming back to what it is. What I'm trying to say is I've got many friends out there that are independent girls. I'm not like counting for the other girls, or the other men or whatever's going on. But what I see, and it's a pattern, and I see it all the time. Maybe it's because like going back to other topics, they're going for the wrong guy. But how do you know when you're going for the right or the wrong guy? But the fact is, I've seen them being the breadwinner, them the ones going to work with kids, more than one kid, coming in, and the man expects them to wash up in the morning before going out, cook when they come back in from working all day, and tidy up.
I'm an independent woman, paying my own bills, paying my own rent, and it can get hard sometimes. And I just think that sometimes maybe if you get two powerful people together, like I said, they can be a powerful couple. You get me? So yeah, that's my view.
For me, it's unfair that independent women are kind of stigma to be cold and, you know, harsh or strong or whatever, and which are bad. I'm thinking, nothing wrong with being a strong woman. And yet the other girls, the vulnerable girls, seem to get it all.
Now, more than ever, an independent woman is needed alongside with an independent man, because two together, you should make a perfect team.
Right, as you can see, that's a very touchy subject that still remains open. We'd like to hear your views. If you can contact us, our information's on the screen right now. Are men scared and intimidated by strong, powerful, independent women? We'd like to know what you think. I'm Charlotte Pearson, and you're watching Controversial Minds. Thank you.